Hi, my name is Carol Clark, and I'm here to talk to you about CO1, which is actually the very first part of the SIP self-review that's required of all CTE teachers. I trust when you've finished watching this short little vignette that you will know how to successfully meet the OCTE requirements if you are properly certified. So let's get started. You may recognize this as the Michigan Center for Career and Technical Education homepage. The very first thing that we want you to do is log in. And you would log in right here, first with your email and then with your password. Now, people forget their password all the time. That happens. I'll tell you in a moment how you can stop that. But for now, let's say that you did get your email and your login password correct. Then you would hit the login button and you would be into the user profile. One thing I want to point out, where is the SIP self-review? It's nowhere in here. There's a good reason for that. First of all, only the lead teacher can access the SIP self-review. The other teachers in that SIP code and that PSN cannot. So what does it mean to be the lead teacher? It means that maybe you're a little more organized than some other teachers, or maybe you've been there the longest, or maybe you drew the short straw. I guess that depends a lot on your administrator, but you will be the one that will be uploading almost everything. So let's assume for now that the lead teacher logs in. I told you I would talk to you about what happens when you forget your password. The best thing to do, honestly, is when the window pops up that says you've done this incorrectly and it asks you a question, answer that question to the best of your knowledge, and usually it's what CPID number are you in, and once you answer that, it will email you a password. So yes, you have to get out of Navigator to get your password and to come back in. But that's probably the easiest thing to do, because you could try a dozen passwords, and if you're like me, you've got 2 dozen, and you'll get them wrong still. And by the way, that password changes every single year. This is the user profile page. And this page, by the way, is for all teachers. So make sure that you have your username and your password, and you can get into the Navigator site, because every single teacher in any state-approved program with a PSN and a SIP code is going to have to fill out this user profile page. So, first of all, you're going to need to put your name at the top, which you actually can't see here. It's actually above this. But when you put your name in, it has to agree with your teaching certificate. It has to be exactly the same as your teaching certificate. If it's not, OCTE will not be able to find you on the MOEX website. And remember, MOEX, M-O-E-C-S, is where they get all of the teacher cert information about you. So please make sure that those names agree exactly. That will help a lot. Then you can fill in some of the other things as far as your city, your state, your phone number. The phone number, by the way, is kind of important from time to time. But most important is this, your email. Because without that, people cannot get in touch with you. So that's kind of critical. Also, don't forget to answer the recovery question. Now, let's go over to the right-hand side. First of all, you see here where it's got scanned licensure copy. Well, when we're talking about a licensure, we are not talking about your teaching certificate. Your teaching certificates do not get uploaded here. So up here is your major and your minor. That is a no. Do not upload your certificates there. But a license you can, and you can, something like an RN or an ASE certificate. That could go, ASE could probably go right here under a scanned industry cert. The license, the RN, would probably go right here. So just know that you can put those kinds of things and need to put those kinds of things in here, but not your teaching certificate. You do not put in an annual. I know there's a place for that as well. Do not. That also is on the MOEX website. But if you are a community college instructor, you do have to upload a copy of the notification letter here. It's an annual notification letter that's on letterhead of the college that states that you are teaching in this PSN and this zip code for this school. And that letter has to be sent to Norma Timms at the Office of Career and Technical Education annually. And that address, by the way, is under the contact information on the home page. At the bottom of this page, you will see where it talks about what program you're in. That program cannot be changed without the administrator's approval. I'm not actually certain that you could change it without the administrator's approval, but essentially there are real good reasons why you don't want to do that. So make sure that the program is correct and double check that, and then press save. If you've done all of that, this page is complete. This is what the SIP Self-Review CO1 Program Teacher Certification looks like when it's finished. So know that you can hit the finish line here. Everyone should do this, all teachers. And honestly, this is an automatic upload. You don't have to change any of this. You don't have to download or upload anything. From your profile page, this is put in automatically. So just make sure that that's done. One of the things that you'll definitely want to do, though, is remember that after this, there is only one teacher, that's that lead teacher, who can put in all the stuff from here on in. So make sure that that happens, because that's the person who's going to be responsible for putting all of your documents into the other areas, which means you have to have some organized folders and some organized files for this person to be able to upload. So try to remember to do that, and honestly, you're finished. So you can do this. It really isn't hard. It's really simple. Every single teacher has to do this. Honestly, I anticipate all of you will be able to without a problem. And the one thing that I want to make very clear is that this is easy. This is the easiest part of it. And thank you for watching this little vignette. And I hope the rest of your school year is as easy as this particular CO1 is.